The roofs don't even match. Oh, come on. Hi guys, welcome in, welcome back. If you're new, thank you for clicking on this video. I hope you enjoy it. As you can see, today we are renovating what is it? It's the Ragdoll refurb. It's a warehouse in Brindleton Bay that kind of gave me half a heart attack when I looked at it. And yeah, as you can see, we've got a little visitor here on the back of my chair. Ooh, this is Jasper. You've heard about him in other videos. Say hi, buddy. He does this sometimes, so I figured we'd just go with it. Also, I'm going to take my glasses off because they're reflecting the screen. But yeah, welcome in. I hope you guys are having a good week so far. It should be Tuesday for you guys right now, I believe. But yeah, we are renovating this. I think they originally meant it to be like a warehouse that was renovated into an apartment, but it was kind of awful and weird, and I didn't like it. So, spur of the moment, I did this one a while ago. I renovated it into. Basically, it ended up being. You can use it as just like an apartment, as like a house or something like that. You can also use it as a maker space or like a community space. I did make it so that you could pick whichever. I believe I uploaded it to the gallery as a maker space. I had to go through quite a lot of hurdles to actually get the little community board thing that they have in the game, because it was not showing up in build by, it was not showing up in live edit, it was not showing up in debug. I had to go searching on Google to figure out what exactly to do to get it, because it wasn't showing up like it was supposed to. So yeah, that was a whole thing. I had to basically create like a room on the makerspace that comes with Eco Lifestyle. I had to create a little room on that lot, put the community board in the room, save the room to my gallery, to that, go back to the lot that I'd started at, add the room into it, take the community board out of it, delete the room, and then move the board to where I wanted it in front of it. It was ridiculous. I'm assuming it's something they're aware of. I saw a bunch of people online on like the sim forums and different places like that complaining about it and mentioning it. So I'm hoping they're aware of it and it's something they're gonna fix. But when I built this, that was definitely an issue, and it was really annoying because I cut that part out while I was scrolling through the live edit objects and build by and debug and trying to find it and looking up the name for it and everything else. And yeah, I could not find it because for some reason it just does not show up there. So if you happen to make a makerspace or something where you need the community board and you're not aware, it's just not showing up in the catalog for whatever reason. So if you go to the makerspace in Eco Lifestyle, I can't remember the world's name right now, but if you go to the makerspace that comes with that pack, with that world, then you can just create a room and save it from there, which is a little annoying, but it's a workaround, I guess. But yeah, you can see I've built out that little place with the little glass room up there is going to be like a little plant loft. And I put in like a kitchen. Most of this build is just an open space, a maker space, but on the left side, both on the bottom and the top floor, is basically like a little like renovated industrial style apartment. I've figured, you could have someone just who stays here, lives here, even if you leave it as a maker space, they can just come here and they can sleep here if you want, or you could change it to a residential lot and use it as that instead, and just have an apartment and have this huge open lofted area on the side where people can come and go. There's like a little art studio and different things like that. But I did try to use these Discover University windows at first on the back, and it was not the look I was going for, so I ended up switching all of them to, oh gosh, what are those windows from? I don't remember, but the big glass ones I'm using everywhere else, I ended up using those on the back wall and just throughout the whole build. I think those are the only windows I used at all. But I put in this big communal kitchen area, and then under the stairs in that area there's going to be a little space to make different art things. And over here along this wall there's I ended up putting like a wood carving table, and I don't remember if I did the one for candle making. I don't remember. It's been a while since I did this one because I did this up. There he goes. Bye, Jasper. But I did this one in, it was like 4 recordings over probably a couple weeks. Because it was spur of the moment when I first started this, so it was definitely kind of long for me. I didn't know what to do at different places, and I got frustrated trying to figure out what to do at different spots, and then trying to get like the railing for the opening down to the first floor all set up. But eventually I got it figured out, and I put in some glass roofs up here on top, and the other half of the roof on the left that you can see there ends up being like a little rooftop hangout area. So there's like a little bar and a little grill. I think I put a fire pit. There's a couple planter boxes and some more plants and stuff like that. So it ends up being a nice little hangout space, a little hip hangout area for your Sims to come visit. And I updated the brick on the outside too. It was that gray originally that was just really dark and dreary. And when you add in just the weather that Brindleton Bay, that world usually gets, it was a little too gloomy for me. So I updated it to that red brick. I think it's from City Living. And then I used some all sorts of different half walls, different heights and stuff on the little bump outs. And I want to say I lifted up the platforms in there. I don't remember. But I think where those bump outs are with the shorter walls, I lifted up with the platform a little bit and put some lights in there to kind of illuminate the sides of the building and things like that. But yeah, putting some more windows in, and I believe, yep, we're jumping onto the plant loft, which was probably the biggest inspiration for me throughout this, was setting up this little plant area. It's almost like a little greenhouse up on the second floor because it's open to the roof, so if your Sims are in there and it starts raining, they'll get rained on. But there's just all sorts of different like little plants from all sorts of different packs I put all throughout this little space. And then on the other side, if you go under the stairs and around, there's a little like lofted seating area. I think I used the couch from, I think it's Tiny Living. It's like sort of like the navy, or not navy blue, but it's like a softer kind of blue, darker but soft. If that makes sense. Does that make sense, Thane? I don't know. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. But yeah, I used and there's a little chair that matches it. It's like the exact same color, and I used that over there. I think it's from the bowling pack. Yeah, here we go. The little seating area up. We're jumping around. I don't remember how I recorded this. It's been a while. Sorry guys. But I put some pillars down there, some columns, pillars, whichever you want to call them. Just kind of block this art space off a little bit, and to make the lofted areas look like they're actually supported instead of just kind of floating there. And for the entryway, I just did a little bit down there. Just a little place to hang your coat. I put a bookshelf down in that corner as well. I get rid of those columns. I don't remember what those are actually called. I know they're from Eco Lifestyle though. But I do end up getting rid of those, and I think I put some of them up in the actual apartment that's on the side of the building. There is actually a separate entrance. You can see it a little bit back there in the corner. There's an entrance that goes around the back of the building with the staircase that goes up to that. But yeah, let's see, what else did I do here? Oh yeah, here we go. The rooftop. No, we're not jumping to the roof yet. Okay, yeah. Art studio. Yeah, I put some stuff in there for the kids as well. Like the little art table thing that we've got like a zillion different swatches of. And like a little eco lifestyle dollhouse. And I want to say I put the, what is it? The chemistry, sciencey, the table where they can make potions. I don't remember what it's called, but I put that down there as well, just so the kids would have something to do if you do leave it as a maker space and you want to like bring the whole family along. There'll be actual activities for them to do for like skill building or just to have fun with. And up here, I picked that wooden table there because I wanted it to look like it was something that maybe had been made by the actual people who were in the maker space. Talking is hard sometimes. But yeah, I put like a little computer lab up there, you know, if someone wants to maybe edit some videos, play some video games, anything like that. And this is moving on to the actual apartment that's attached to it. I made a headboard. At first I tried it with the cabinets. I think I ended up going with like that marble shelf thing from, I think it's Get Famous. Yeah, that right there. I used that to make a headboard. I lifted two of them up and then had two of them just sitting on the floor, just so it looked so you could actually hide the actual bed frames headboard in it, and also to just not have it floating and looking weird, so it looks like the bed just kind of disappears into it seamlessly. I really liked how that looked and how the whole place came out. Really, I went with a lot of like black and gray and orange and white tones just to kind of stick with the industrial vibe that I was going through, going for, I should say. I know in the bathroom, I think I think I cut the actual recording for the bathroom, but it's pretty simple. There's some concrete floors in there, and you can see there's a shower tub com, combo. I cannot words today. I typo enough with my fingers here. I am typoing with my voice. That's life. Yeah, but we got, so for the apartment, you enter at the top, and there's like a little entryway in the bedroom, and the bathroom is up there. And you go down a staircase to the bottom floor that is, all this area is not accessible from the makerspace part of it, but there's a little kitchenette for your Sims if they live here or stay overnight, and a little dining area, and there's like a little TV couch area, and that industrial looking fireplace. It's pretty simple, pretty basic, but there's everything they need if you do end up having a Sim that just kind of lives on this lot here instead of like on a residential lot. If they just come to the makerspace and kind of just decide to spend their life there, they can totally do that if they want to. I know this lot, it's pretty expensive, so if you do end up making it like a residential lot, it will cost you a few pennies. But as you can see here, I've got the little lot type panel down. I was trying to make it a makerspace. I had that down forever because I just kind of gave up on finding that community board that I mentioned earlier, because it's not there. I don't know why it's not there. I don't know how that's a thing. It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm hoping they'll fix it at some point, but yeah, it was really annoying. I have not forgotten it, even though I've forgotten half of what I did with this build because it's been probably about a month since I made it. But yeah, it just drove me absolutely bonkers when I was trying to actually set all this up. But yeah, there's a little grill space up here. I put a bar in over in that open corner that matches those like industrial countertops. I know the wood is very orange. That's part of why I went with so much orange downstairs. But we've got a little seating area. There's a little, oh, what do you call it? Little doggy door that came with the cats and dogs pack. I figure since we're in Brindleton Bay, if you want to bring the pets along, you can also bring them along. And I really liked putting all these different paintings and stacks of canvas. I guess they would be canvas. I think it's canvas. I don't know. I don't paint. I would not even try to paint. I would not do very well at that. But I do like to build, so that works out okay. But we are getting close to the end here. I think we've got another minute, just finishing up some final touches. I will say on the outside, because you can see it poking through here, I used a lot of the debug ivy from Discover University. Pretty sure it's from that. Pretty sure it is. But I cut out the whole outside, me putting all sorts of different like ivy and those like hanging vines and stuff that came with I think it was like Jungle Adventure and different things like that. I cut a lot of that out because I spent a long time scrolling through debug trying to find the ivy, not realizing it was with the university pack, and I finally found it. But I probably cut out 20 minutes of sped up footage just of that. So you'll see the outside here in a minute with the screenshots. But if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed it, please leave a like. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. I post new videos every Sunday, Tuesday, and Friday. They are, for the most part, speed builds and different build challenges at this point. I will be branching out now that I've got a webcam and doing some Let's Plays. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. We're going to roll out to the screenshots here in a second, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, everyone.